Hello, I'm Dr. Travis Wyly, chiropractor and natural healthcare practitioner, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I appreciate you taking time to watch and view, and I hope you find some information here that you're going to find useful and that will help you to live your most healthful, happiest, impactful life possible. Today, I want to talk to you about chiropractic healthcare. I am a chiropractor. I have been a practicing chiropractor for 37 years now, but as I mentioned before in my introductory video, if you watched that, I've actually been a chiropractic patient my entire life. I received my first chiropractic adjustment when I was only 6 weeks old. Now you may be thinking, Dr. Wyly, why would anyone 6 weeks old, why would an infant 6 weeks old need a chiropractic adjustment? Well, I can assure you it's not because I had lifted something and strained my back, or, I didn't sleep wrong and get a crick in my neck. It was nothing like that, but I did have a lot of major health issues when I was a child, and as it turned out, a chiropractor was the only type of doctor that was able to help me. And if you watched my introductory video, you heard a little bit about that. How I was born, I was in the hospital, allergic to penicillin, the doctors wanted to do surgery, they couldn't. And so truly, as an act of desperation and not knowing where else to turn, my parents took me to their chiropractor, who they both saw and had seen for quite a while, and basically said, can you do anything for our baby? And luckily he did. Now, in order to understand that, it's probably important that you understand a little bit about, what is chiropractic and how does chiropractic work? Well, to understand that, let me grab my spine here. So I've got my trusty spine, which shows all the different vertebrae. You've got the 26 vertebra of the spine, the cervical vertebra in the neck, the thoracic vertebra, and the lumbar vertebra down in the lower part of your back. So the spine protects the spinal cord. You got the brain that sits up here, and you've got the spinal cord going down through the spine, and you can see here all these little nerves that branch off from the spinal cord. And these nerves are going to all the different parts of the body, and they literally control and regulate every organ, every tissue, every cell of your body. Every part of your body, every cell of your body is in communication with the brain through the nervous system. I like to think of the nervous system as being the giant AT&T communication system of the body. It's what regulates everything. It controls everything. It maintains what we call homeostasis or equilibrium in the body. It keeps us healthy. It keeps us feeling good. So everything is run through this nervous system. Now there is a condition in the spine that's known as vertebral subluxation. Now, vertebral subluxation is a big $2 word that simply means misalignment. It's when you get a misalignment in the spine that can actually put stress on these delicate nerves and can cause pressure or cause irritation on the nerve, and as a result of that, it can cause some sort of lowered state of dysfunction to occur in the body. So, let me get this other model here. So this is a smaller segment, and you can see how the nerve comes out, and you've got the nerve root. Well, when these vertebrae go out of alignment, they can either rotate, they can tilt one way or another, forward or backward. There's a lot of different ways. These are a three-dimensional, column, so there's a lot of different ways it can go out of place. But when it irritates that nerve, it can actually put stress on the nerve, and it may cause pain. So, when you get a subluxation, you may actually have pain at that area of the back, but you know what? Usually you don't. You usually don't feel pain from the subluxation until it's been there for quite a long time. What you can experience is some sort of dysfunction. So, if this happens to be the nerve, say, going to your stomach, well, then it's possible that irritation on that nerve may cause your stomach to not function properly. It may cause, symptoms of heartburn or indigestion or reflux and different things like that, or it may just interfere with your overall digestion. So, in order for you or me or for any of us to really be as healthy as we can be, it's absolutely essential that we have a spine and a nervous system that's as healthy as it can be. Okay, so now, why would a 6-week-old infant need a chiropractic adjustment? Well, when my mother was in labor with me, she had a very difficult time. She was in labor for over 24 hours with me. Now keep in mind, back in the day when I was born, doctors didn't jump in there and do C-sections. That would probably never happen today because they wouldn't allow it to go on that far. They would jump in there and do a surgery. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not. That's for another video. But in any case, my mom was in labor with me for over 24 hours. And as that head was pushing against the birth canal, it caused a major subluxation at this very top cervical vertebra. Now, this is something I learned about and studied about in school, and every chiropractor can tell you about this. That's why childbirth is oftentimes the cause of the very first subluxation, and it usually occurs right up here in the upper cervical spine. As a result of that subluxation, I had a lot of stress on my digestive system, causing a lot of spasm, a lot of tension in my digestive system. As the chiropractor began to gently adjust that and correct that, that allowed for my body to relax, allowed for my nervous system to take over and to operate and run my body the way it was supposed to. Now, since that time, I've shared this in my introductory video, as a result of that experience, my parents kind of got the idea in their head that anytime I ever got sick, I had to go to the chiropractor. So I grew up literally going to the chiropractor anytime that I had any kind of issue. Now, I didn't go a lot, I didn't need to go a lot, but I did grow up going to the chiropractor. And as a result, I have literally had over 2,500 adjustments in my lifetime. That's 2,500 chiropractic adjustments in my lifetime. And if you follow my YouTube, if you follow me on social media, you know that I am all about natural health care. And I believe for me, the foundation of my health, my good health over my entire life has been chiropractic care. I think the foundation is, you've got to make sure the communication is there. Is the brain and the body communicating the way it needs to? And keep in mind, this goes way beyond back pain. We're not talking about fixing low back pain or thoracic pain or neck pain or a crick in the neck or headaches, even though chiropractic care is great for all of that. I fix backaches and headaches every day here in my office. But for long-term health, for overall health, for having your optimal health and feeling as good as you can feel throughout your lifetime, you've got to be getting regular chiropractic adjustments. I don't care if you've never had a backache. It's still a good idea to get a chiropractic checkup to make sure that your body is free of subluxation. If you've got subluxation, misalignment in your body, if you've got curvature, if you've got scoliosis, if you've got any of these conditions, it is going to cause a lowered state of health in your body. So, that's a little bit about, what I do as a chiropractor. If you've never had a chiropractic checkup, well then by all means, I encourage you to go get one. I get patients in my office, all different ages of patients, but sometimes I'll get someone and they may be in their 30s or they may be in their 40s, 50s, or 60s, and for the very first time they're going to the chiropractor. They're coming to see me and they've never been to a chiropractor. And oftentimes when I do an examination, we look at their back, we find problems, we find issues, we find curvature changes, we find, scoliosis, we find certainly subluxation, we can find degenerative changes, we can find disc changes, which is that shows there a bulging disc. So we find problems, and I tell these patients, I said, imagine if you were in your 40s or 50s or 60s and you had never been to the dentist. If you had never been to the dentist in your life, what kind of shape do you think your teeth would be in? Well, what kind of shape is your back in? If you've never been to the chiropractor, if you've never had a chiropractic checkup to check the alignment, and keep in mind that chiropractors are the only doctors who are trained and who specialize in diagnosing and finding and correcting vertebral subluxation. So if you've not been to the chiropractor and for a subluxation checkup, then you really haven't been checked. So if you've never been to a chiropractor, by all means go. And if you're having any kind of health concern, any kind of health challenge, and I really don't care what kind it is, whatever it may be, go to the chiropractor, get your nervous system checked, and make sure that the communication is opened up to all the body. All right, that's all I wanted to say about that, I guess. So, chiropractic care is an instrumental part of your foundation of health. Make it a point to get regular chiropractic adjustments on a regular basis. I appreciate you watching my YouTube video. I would love to hear your comments below. So, comment. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are also on other social media. Follow us on Facebook, also on Instagram, and we're even on Pinterest. So, follow us on our social media. Follow us on YouTube. I'm trying to get information out that will help you to live your healthiest life possible. All right, I hope everyone has a wonderful day wherever you are and whatever part of the world you may be in. Have a great day, and until the next video, bye.